Hi, beautiful Gemini. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Gemini, this is a love reading for you. And if you have been with me for a while, you know that is not common for me to do because I feel like that's just boxed into every general reading. You know, if it's about love or if it's about work or health or whatever it is about. I just figured because we have Venus moving into Leo, and it did that on the 5th of June, and it's going to stay there until October. It's typical for Venus to sort of go in and out of each sign for about a month. But because we're going to have Venus stay in Leo for such a long time, even going retrograde in Leo for a little bit, is going to have an impact on the collective for sure. And a beautiful impact that is. Very much so the romantic kind, but also just for the heart, for the love in general. So I just wanted to do a more specific love reading. This is both for committed and single. And if you're single, it doesn't necessarily mean that you want a relationship. So this is obviously for the singles who want a relationship. So with that said, also want to say, I do still offer personal readings. If you're interested in personal reading, please send me a message. I do not know, depending on when you listen to this, because this is now for the time period from June to October. I can't promise because I say it now that I do offer it, and maybe you don't find anything in the description box, then maybe I've stopped doing the personal readings. So only if you find any information about it, I'm still doing them. Okay? So Gemini love for both committed and single. starts good. Love. So we're on the same page here. We know what this reading is about. What do we have for Gemini, please? With this Venus going into Leo, that's beauty, that's creativity, that's open heart surgery. That's an open heart, that's strength, it's bravery, it's so many beautiful things when Venus mixes up with Leo. What do we have here for Gemini? For love, for both committed and single. Just wanted love on the table and then nothing else. What do we have for Leo? I almost said Venus in Leo, June till October. And then Venus moves on to Virgo. Wow, I'm exhausting my hands even. This is taking a moment, I have to say. Gemini, that took a bit. Let's see what that is. Spread your wings. I just love the image of that one. Spread your wings. Love and spreading your wings. What else for Gemini, please? For love. June until October. There we go. Coming together. Another two. So we have two number twos, which is all about balance and coming together. Okay. That's beautiful. Spread your wings. I love that card. We're going to clarify here. So we're starting with this love card. We're starting with this love card, and I love how it looks like a DNA string. How we're starting on the bottom, and it's intertwined. And then today I'm actually drawn to those bamboos, that is bamboozle, that's on the background, like sitting behind this flowery DNA feeling. Then behind it, if you look through it, behind it, it looks like it's bamboo. It's a tree kind of sitting behind this. And the bamboo story, the reason why I'm drawn there is because there's a story behind it. And the bamboo story is that when you put down the seed for bamboo to grow, it takes once the seed is down, you won't see any progress on the surface and I always butcher this story because I don't know how long it is, but it's a long time. I think it's a couple of years I may be completely over exaggerating that, but at least it's like a lot of months. Like it's not a couple of days or a couple of weeks. It's a long time that you don't see any type of change of anything happening with that bamboo. So if you didn't know that the seed was put down there, if there's nothing showing on the surface that we put down some seeds for bamboo here, we don't know that it's growing. We can't see the growth. We can't see the beginning stages of it even. And then it's something like once it hits the surface, so it's been taking months and months and months or even years in the unknown. We don't see any evidence of this growth, any evidence of this blossoming. And then as it hits the surface, I believe it's something around the lines of a few days or a few weeks. It grows like, and I don't know the inches, but like 5 meters or like that's, it's really, really like the skyscrapers. Like it's I completely over exaggerating in every direction now, but like, you know what I'm, like you get the feel of this. Once it hits the surface, it grows so fast, so tall, so fast. It's unbelievable. And it grows into the most, like we use this for almost everything right now. Like bamboo, you can have it in building like really solid. It's like a really solid material. It's not like it's like you just touch it and it falls apart. So even though it has grown so much like on the surface for such a short time, it's still really, really solid. And it becomes this way because it has taken so long to just really build its core underneath the surface. Okay, so the storyline here is that for you to now put that as a metaphor into your love life. So whether this is you being in a committed relationship already, and there's something here that whether this is something between you guys that you've been waiting for something, you put the seed down for something. Maybe this is you trying to have a baby. Maybe this is something like you're trying to buy a house. You're trying to move this relationship forward in some capacity. And from the initial thought to the blossoming of this, because then we have the the leaves coming out, and then we have a big apple in the background, like it's bearing fruit. We're gonna have fruit at the end of this. It goes so, like it takes such a long time. We saw that we had love on the table. We started with the first card and had love on the table, and then I shuffled and shuffled and shuffled and shuffled and shuffled and shuffled, and then eventually we had spread your wings and coming together, come out on the table. But it took a moment, right? It took a moment. So I just feel like this is also a part of the message that for whatever reason, whatever you're waiting on, if you put the seed down to something in your relationship and you're in a committed relationship, and like for the longest time you don't see any evidence, maybe you're trying to get pregnant, like really trying, and there's no evidence, just know that eventually it will take, and it will still take 9 months, but like everything will go really quickly. Or like once you find the house, like it will just go like that from one moment to the next. You're living in a new city or like something like that. Something is going to take a long time. This is also for my beautiful single Geminis. If you've been putting down the seed, maybe just even a wish for a new relationship, or you even have someone in mind, like you're thinking of someone that you have had your eyes on for such a long time, or just the thought of a beautiful relationship. So the seed is there, the seed is put down, but now it feels like it has taken forever to find this person. And this just because the core is being like, you're being firmly planted in the soil. This is not something you're going to rush into. You're not going to just get a person because you want to have a person in your life. You want to have the person in your life, right? You don't want to just have anyone. You want to have the perfect one for you. So let it be a bamboozle. Let it be a bamboo situation for you. And trust that even though you don't see any physical evidence of this person coming into your life, no matter really what you're doing, know that the seed is already planted, and it's just there simmering around, just waiting for the right opportunity, waiting to get ready. And once it sort of is starting to show a little bit above surface, it's going to go so quickly for you to find this person and for you to be like really deeply together with this person. Okay? Is there anything else we want to clarify around this love? And it's love. It's pure love. There. It went really quickly. As did the love card as well, by the way. So we have the Ace of Raphael. This is just really beautiful. Oh. And then the Epiphany card. So a positive new emotional experience. This is a positive new emotional experience. So whether you're in a committed relationship, you have been wanting, longing for something for such a long time, you're going to step into this new emotional, beautiful new experience. Fulfilling romantic relationships, deep, lasting spiritual insights. This is just validating. This is just giving you, it's giving you validation that it will come to pass. It will come to fruition. You will have a new experience here with this person. And Ace of Raphael, Ace is the highest possible energy around any situation, around the person in any situation. Raphael is also about healing and becoming whole. So there's something here that just wants to take its time. Not because you're not good at manifesting, not because that you're like unlucky or that you just never get what you want. It's taking time because it's supposed to, because there's a reason for it. Together with the Epiphany card, joy through spiritual growth, be a light to others, answers that come through meditation. So some sort of revelation will come to you, some sort of epiphany, light bulb moment. Aha, like that's what's going on. This, now I understand. And I feel like whether you're in a committed relationship or single, Gemini, you're probably on a very beautiful, deep spiritual path. So there's a lot of growth on your part, meaning you might be just really preparing for this relationship, really preparing yourself, really growing into the level that you need to be in order to meet this relationship. And if you're in a committed relationship, this thing that you long for, or even a deepening of the already existing relationship, it might mean that you need to go a little bit on a personal spiritual path to deepening that contact, and deepening that relationship with yourself first, with spirit first, with source first. And then there's like a light bulb moment goes off. Like, I understand now. I get it. I understand why this is going on, why it takes a moment. Then we have spread your wings. And I love this metaphor. It's not even a metaphor. It is what it's facts. But it's like, this is a person who's in contact. Do you see how this light is coming down there over the crown chakra? And how they have their arms open. And if they just continue to walk forward on this path, at some stage there's going to be a meeting point. There's going to be another person who's really open to source, and they're going to be on their path, and they're going to move forward, and there's a meeting point. So Gemini, I just want to say, whether you're in a committed relationship already, or whether you're single and you're looking for a partner, just whatever it is that you're seeking, if it's a baby, if it's a house, if it's a deeper commitment with an already person, if this is you longing for a partner to meet your soulmate, whatever is on that list for love for you, if you just continue with open arms to move forward, you work on the connection. You work on the connection with the heart and with your crown. Like, you work on this spiritual connection with yourself, with your source, and you just continue to walk forward. At some stage, and this is a reading for June until October, so it indicates that we have June until October. Obviously, if this happens in November, it's still on the path, right? And it can happen now. It can, depending on when you listen to this, obviously, maybe June has already passed, come and gone. Anyway, you just keep moving forward. As you just keep walking, there's going to be a meeting point. It just has to be. We have 2 and 2, which talks about balance. You need to balance yourself. You need to come into balance with yourself. And as you come more and more into balance with yourself, you're going to come more and more into balance with this person. And be a match to them, attract them. Is there anything else we want to add to this? Spread your wings. Keep connected to your source. Keep walking with open arms, open mind. and walk forward. And there's going to be a meeting point. Is there any clarification? Wow. So we have, so that's balance as well. So we have the Justice card. So there might actually be a Libra influence. Someone that is a Libra or someone that has a strong Libra influence in their chart. With the Justice card, I just feel like for whatever has been going on in your past, this is also sort of, I don't want to call it a karmic relationship because then you're not maybe misunderstanding me. Whatever has been going on in your past in terms of love, whatever has been going on in the past in terms of wanting to manifest certain things in your life, maybe that has felt a little bit uneven, or maybe it has felt a little bit unfair, or not. This is not a just relationship. Maybe there's a lot of unfairness that has been going on in your relationships. Maybe there's a lot of unfairness that has been going on. Like, for example, if you've been wanting a baby for such a long time, maybe there's been miscarriages. Maybe there's been, well, it's a side note, but anyway, if there's certain things you just feel like it's just so freaking unfair, to know that now is the time. Justice is on your side now. Now everything's working in your favor. So whatever was lacking in the past is going to be fulfilled now. Whatever was unjust in the past is now going to turn into justice now. Okay, so this is that's why I say it's a karmic relationship, but I mean, like, it's karma in the best way. And I guess you call it dharma then. Like, karma is when it's not so fun. Like, karma is when you're dealing with all these things. And then dharma is when you get the return, the beautiful return of the balanced outcome. And then we have coming together. So there is a coming together, whether that is like, look, we're pregnant. Look, we got the house. Look, there's such a deeper commitment between you and your now person. Or look, here's my person that I've been looking for. There is a coming together. And I don't mean like at the end of this, like at the end of October. That might be in July. I'm not going to get into the time reference here, other than between June and October is when Venus is entered into Leo. So there is a coming together. There is a promise of what it is that you want here. Can we clarify this a little bit? Is there anything more to say about this coming together? So the fact that we have 2 number 2s and then the Justice card is basically 3 number 2s. It's 3 times saying that we have balance, that we're seeking balance. And then the World card with 2 and 1. A very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. And we have a huge spiritual growth with this one. We have deep and lasting spiritual insights with this one. We have that was there. Spiritual growth and insight with the World card. So a very happy ending. So this is clarifying this. You are coming together. You are getting what you're wanting. And the World card is talking about a very happy ending, coming full circle. It's like, okay, all of this needed to happen for us to come together. All of this needed to be healed, or all of this needed to take place before the baby could actually come into the world. And the World card, even though it's like, it's a lot of focus on the new beginnings and the beautiful new, the beautiful new things, but it's also really very much a wrapping up. So you probably are going through a wrapping up period as well before you're entering into this. And this is like a whole cycle. You're coming full circle. You're tying up the can you do a second? I guess you say come full circle. You're just coming to, like, everything's just coming together because you're ending an old, really long cycle. You're wrapping it up, and it's like okay, time to let go of this whole chunk of your life. Like, that is done. And now let's begin with this new phase. That's a really beautiful, Gemini, for your love happening in your life right now. So I hope that was inspirational and uplifting. And thank you so much for watching. Take care, guys. Bye.